giving special attention to the 2017 ITO Cup final. It's Aqua United taking on Niger Tornadoes. We have Coach Abdul Maikaba in the building. We have Coach Abubakar Mohammed in the building. We have players from Aqua United and Niger Tornadoes. They are all here. They want to talk to you. They want to, you know what they want? They want to rev the engine before the final so that when you hear it come out so loud, you will know that, yes, you have to make your way to the Agege Stadium to see the best of football. Let's get into the show now. It's a Friday night. Tolu Olorunmoteni is here. Tolu, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Great to be back here, Austin. It's been a great week and something big to look out for this weekend again.
I know. Action-packed all the sports. Last weekend was Nigeria, Zambia. Now it's the ITO Cup final. Alfred Okoligwe is also here. Alfred, good to have you on the show.
Delighted as ever to be here, Austin. I'm really excited. The build-up to the ITO Cup, perhaps not at the pace we wanted, but I'm sure that in the last 2 days, people are talking about it. And on Sunday, hopefully, we'll see a very interesting encounter as these two, perhaps maybe the most unlikely sides to make it to the finals,
And at some point, they were not looking back. I love the excitement that Alfred and Tolu used to get into the show. So let's take that excitement, go to Benin City, Edo State. That was the venue for the final of this year's Nigeria Women's Premier League Super 4. Who walked with us on that journey where Nasarawa Amazon started so well and ended brilliantly. That's the story of the Women's Super 4, testament that women's football is growing in this country. Nasarawa Amazons entered this competition with slim chances to win. Alfred, their crown champions, they defeated Delta Queens by a single goal. Typical final match that you see in the men's circuit, because, I mean, 5, 6, 7 years ago, you will see maybe 5-1, 6-0.
1-0 in a women's game final is an unlikely scoreline.
Right.
It just tells you the level of competition that this competition has really produced. Nasarawa, nobody would have thought that a team like Rivers Angel, regular season champions, can come to this competition and fail to win. Scratching my head, trying to get my head around how Coach Okon and the girls could not just deliver. Perhaps maybe they are just marking time and waiting for the ITO Cup where the bigger money is.
That's right. That's right. The bigger money, 10 million naira still up for grabs for the ladies in the ITO Cup. That's one yesterday, the first vice president of the Nigeria Football Federation, Sheyi Akiwumi, confirmed that the women's final will be played in Jos. So you see, women's football is going around the country. Tolu, I love what we're saying women's football. We played an entire season, no walkovers. An entire season, the ladies are beginning to charge up. They're beginning to play brilliant football. And it goes to tell you that everything rises on leadership. We did well with leadership, we're seeing the benefits.
Definitely. Look, one thing is clear. If you put the people who should be in charge, you get results because they have been through it and they know what to do. I mean, you just unconsciously become competent at doing what you should be doing rightly, and that is why we are seeing the results we are seeing today in the female competition. So this is no without being sensational.
This is hard work.
This is hard work.
That's right.
And that's the benefits of the hard work. And they talked about what happened with Nasarawa Amazons. I'm surprised. Really, to see that happen?
Yeah.
That's a big surprise. But maybe I'm not surprised because Nasarawa Amazons over the last 3 seasons have been consistent. 2 seasons ago, finished 4th. Last season, finished 2nd. I mean, perhaps it was coming.
And I agree, because a lot of you guys know that the coach is Christopher Danjuma, the coach of the Falconers. But hey, he wasn't even around. It was Coach Michael that led the team to victory. So it means they're doing something good. Let's go see the highlights of how Nasarawa Amazons became champion of women's football in Nigeria. When we come back, we'll talk some more. We'll be going to those states. Cecilia Omogbe, monitor the proceedings. She'll be talking to us. Don't go anywhere. Stay. So that's how Nasarawa Amazons became champions of the Nigeria Women's Premier League Super 4. They truly deserve to win that one. They played impressive football. Come on, look at that goal from Ramon.
That goal can win any cup final. I mean, they very impressed with the way the pullout came, and of course, the fitting header to finish all of that. And it's just nice to see the excitement in the girls. The thing about football is when people begin to enjoy what they do, enjoy the game, play it more, that's when you begin to, with this, I'm sure that in years to come, if Edo State agrees to do more of this in terms of bankrolling the Super 4 and the rest of them, I mean, the multiplier effect is that young people out there will just see how successful these girls are. And perhaps a lot more could just choose to play football.
That's right. I'm loving the excitement that we're already seeing with women's football. Let's go to Benin City now in Edo State, where correspondent Cecilia Morgbe is standing by. Cecilia monitored the final match between Nasarawa Amazons and Delta Queen. Cecilia, good to see you. Glad to have you on Sports Tonight.
Thank you, Austin. I'm glad to be here. It was really a wonderful one today, this evening. I mean, in Edo State, the fans that came to the stadium, the players, former players, all of them coming down to actually, tell us so much about how it all went down. I think it was a wonderful one. Where do I even start? Should I start with all the school children that came to actually see these girls play? Or after talking to some of the girls, especially the former players who played the game while they were here, and right now they're no longer, playing in the league. They're playing outside the shores of the country. They were actually, they envied these girls because they felt they never had it so good. I think it was one of the best they've had in years, or rather, not just one of the best. I think it's the best they've had in a very, very long time. Because if you check Nigerian Women's League, when Aisha Falode's board, when they came on trying to ensure that we are having the very best of it, she's been able to do a whole lot in this short time that she had, bringing all the players together, bringing the clubs together, down to Benin and Edo State being able to, host this tournament. And most of the players I spoke with after the game says, look, especially Nasarawa Amazons players, they said, look, they always want to come back to Benin. They want to qualify for the next Super 4, and they also want Edo State to host because of the hospitality, the fans, and everything they got here. It was really a wonderful one.
I know, so much talking points, but let's bring it down to the surprise package of the Super 4 Nasarawa Amazons. Cecilia, you watched them. How brilliant were they in playing football?
I think the first half of the game, it was all about them. I think before the game even started, there was this release that was going on. They shared it among the press and some other people who came to watch the game, saying that, look, they would have loved to be crowned champions because they practically won all the games. They had just won, had 7 points and had more goals. They topped the group. They just wanted to be handed the trophy. But then, when they came on the field of play, it's like nothing like that even happened before the game because they meant business from the very beginning. Shots they had and everything until Amarachi, Okoronko was able to convert that header, and that was what gave them that goal. I think that was in the 41st minute of the game. That's 4 minutes before the first half ended. But then in the second half, it was more like a game of two halves. Nasarawa Amazons dominated the first half. The second half, it was all about Delta Queens. But Delta Queens missed a whole lot of chances. So because of that, they just couldn't convert it. 3 clear chances that I felt they could have converted, but they couldn't. So somehow, Nasarawa were just made to win because I felt if they had not won, I wouldn't know what would have happened because they were already saying, look, they won all the games, just give us the trophy. We don't need to play this game because all of them were practically tired. Having to play like 4 games in 5 days, it's something that they've never done before. But this is for if you're the champion, or rather if you want to be the champion, then you have to, play the very best game you can. It was an end-to-end game, even till the dying minute of the game. We're still thinking Delta Queens will equalize. But somehow, it just wasn't their day. And of course, Nasarawa Amazons, their deputy governor actually came, to watch them play. Maybe they saw that and they felt, okay, we can't just go back to Lafayette empty-handed. And they head on to that lone goal, and that was just it. And they were crowned champions. I think it was a wonderful one, really, for us.
Cecilia, before I let you go, this is a testament that women's football is getting competitive. Rivers Angels, Bayelsa Queens struggled at the Super 4. It now means that the quality of play is improving. We need to do more in terms of administration.
Yeah, definitely. They just have to, because even Deputy Governor of Edo State was even saying that, he wasn't happy the fact that Edo Queens couldn't, get to the Super 4. FC Robo Queens came, to play with Edo Queens, talking about they played the exhibition game, and the FC Robo won. They saw, what happened. So with what we've seen, the quality we've seen in the league, most people don't have a choice than to just invest in the game. I think that's the next step now, because when I listened to Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State and all that came on, and also Deputy Governor of Edo State, they're like, okay, if these girls can play like this, we can actually have a structure on ground where we can actually build on it. And the school girls that came to watch the game, you see, girls right now not interested in playing football. I spoke with Aziza Tishola after the game also, because she came to watch. Onomembi was also here, and Mori Mandru, that's the highest cap player we have for the Super Falcons. She also came to watch the game. She felt, look, with what we've seen, girls will just want to play football because they've seen the glamour, they've seen the support, and they've seen the facilities that they saw here in Benin City. So if this can be replicated across board in Nigeria, I think we'll just be talking about one of the best leagues, not just in Africa, I think in the world. We can compete with the likes of Germany, France, and even England when it comes to women's football. What they just need is that investment. So if they can invest more on facilities and, of course, on talent, because we know we've had the talent. We always talk about that. But the technical ability is something we need to watch out for. And also, what is the, remuneration, talking about welfare for these games.
That's right.
This present board have been able to do something wonderful. We just hope that subsequently, maybe the prize money may just be bigger. All we had, it was just 5 million naira prize money. The winner went home with 3 million, second place 2, and of course third place was 1. And the Edo State governor also, gave each of the team that came about 500,000. So even the team that couldn't even finish in the top 4, talking about Rivers Angels, which was a shocker for everybody. I mean, they had to I'll go home with something. So it's really...
I know. It sounds good, Cecilia. I'm just listening to you speak. If it gets better than this, maybe you even join the girls to play football. Thank you so much for your time, and get back home. We're waiting for you. So that's it. Cecilia Amorogbe monitoring that WPL Super 4. Beautiful times for women's football. We love it. Guys, before we discuss the NNL, let's just go on this quick break. When we come back, I'll just give Alfred and Tolu 2 minutes to talk about the NNL. That will be joined by players that are ready to play in the ITO Cup final. Don't go anywhere. Stay.